Come along with me today to the Tangle Tower. We're gonna do a restyle, completely take this wig apart and put it back together. I like to start on the inside of the wig cap. Take all the bobby pins out, it will help to release the hair nets, and then it will be really simple to take the style apart so you can brush it out and start from scratch. I'm not going to be washing this restyle, but I do like to do a little bit of sanitation. I make this spray at home. It's vodka with a little bit of essential oils to help with some antibacterial. First thing we're gonna do is block the wig. I usually use a size 23 or 24, but please use the correct block size that fits the wig you have. Then we're gonna take some T-pins and block down all 4 corners. Always make sure to brush the wig thoroughly to get out the extra product and all the tangles. I forgot to record myself doing the parting, but basically do a zigzag part and then make sure about the same amount of hair is in each section. I can always do a separate video for this if somebody really wants to know how to measure it out. Let's go ahead and start braiding with our 3 sections. This is a French braid and inside braid. I also do this design in an outside braid, a Dutch braid. If you have zero idea how to braid, I could see how it would be difficult to follow along. You're welcome to let me know if you need to see a breakdown video. It's good to stop and brush your sections as you're moving down the braid. That way you know you're getting all those tangles out, and by your finished result, everything's gonna be smooth and put together. You can also stop and put a duckbill clip to help secure your sections. So that way, again, as you're braiding, your style holds up a little better. We can continue on with our braid. This is sped up quite a bit, so by all means, move as slow as you need to go to keep your sections organized and clean. Stop and brush when you need to, and add a little bit of product. I use a very soft hold hairspray, nothing too strong or sticky. We're almost done braiding this side of the braid. Go down as far as you can go and then tie it off with a hair tie. I know you can't see it in frame, but everyone knows how to use a hair tie, right? Trim the edges so they're nice and even, and then we're on to the back. I'm going to explain a few things here before we move forward. Now here it's really important that you get the hair ties out of the way. Pin them to the side. You don't want them to get lost inside of the hair while you're braiding, because you want to make sure you're taking sections above them and below them. Now we're going to start our braid on the other side. What I like about the view on this side is you're seeing me more take sections from the back instead of the front. So that way you can kind of imagine on both sides what's happening in that zigzag part. Keep using the same techniques that we used on the other side. You want to stop and brush often. You want to use your duckbill clips to hold the sections in place. Again, just as a reminder, make sure you're keeping your sections nice and tight and smooth. That way you don't have to go back and redo it again. Braid it all the way down to the ends. Again, I'm not sure why it's out of frame, but you're gonna put a hair tie at the bottom and just make sure it's nice and tight. Now this step is optional, but I like to wrap hair nets around the braids to help with security. I use a 3-inch styling pin as like a little anchor, and then I wrap the hairnet around about 2 times, maybe 2.5. And you want to make sure that the seam is in the back. That way you're not seeing the seam of the hairnet. And then I go in here and I secure it with bobby pins at the top, at the bottom, and then I do some hairspray over it to seal it all together. Now let's finish the other side of the braid, wrapping it around in the same way. There's also smaller hair nets you could use, or if you were doing like a close-up photo shoot of the back of the head, which I have had clients do before, then you just skip the hairnet if you're worried about seeing it up close. Now we're gonna do the part that's probably the biggest mystery to most people. I'm gonna try not and rush through it, but you can always rewind and watch it again. But basically here, the goal is to create a pocket underneath the braid where you can stuff the ends. And in order for it not to look bulky and to keep it flat, you really want to be guiding the ends of the braid into the correct spot. It might take a few times to get the placement down, but I promise you it's worth it because it's gonna give you a better final result. And once I do get it in the right spot, then I'll do a few bobby pins to hold the ends up so they don't slide down over time. After you know that you're in a good place, then we're gonna move on to the other side. The other side is the same idea, same technique. Wrap the hair tie around the ends. This helps hold the weight off of it. I'll pin this down, that way I'm not pulling at the side of the braid because I don't want that to move too much. And yours might not look exactly like mine, but the point here is to crisscross them, have them be flat and secure and tucked away. I like to use my rat tail comb here to kind of fix any imperfections, tuck any hairs away, make sure everything's really in the spot that I want it, and then I'm gonna put a big old hair net around it to secure everything in place while I work on the Now that everything is situated in the back with the hairnet, I'll do some aerosol spray over it, something a little bit heavier, just to kind of keep everything The bangs are pretty shapeless. There's not a lot of curl pattern left in them, so I am gonna go in with a roller set. Now you could use hot rollers for this. Super simple. I'm just really quick with the wet set rollers, and then I like to put a little bit of steam on it, and then I'm gonna let that dry and set for a while. I don't go over the styling of the braid in this video, but I just wanted to show it to you guys. Again, this is a restyle, so I took everything off, rebraided it, and then added back on some fresh hair nets and the flowers that it came with. Now we're gonna put all the flowers back into the wig. I secure each one with a bobby pin. I don't go over the bang styling in this video, but I'll let you all decide in the comments whether you want to see the bangs next or the braid next. Either way, it's a lot of hair, about 5 feet worth of hair, and about 4 pounds, so it just takes time. Here's the final result with the crown. It looks shiny. I know the client's gonna be super happy with this restyle.